Hi, I am Tony Massey, and I'm a psychiatrist, addiction medicine specialist at Kolmac.
And I'm Rennie G. I'm a peer specialist, recovering addict, and musician.
And I'm Doc.
And I'm Rock.
All right.
Here we are.
Ready, I got a question from Hillary.
Okay. I like her name.
Yeah. So it's a lovely name, Hillary. And here we go. My name is Hillary. I am a recovering heroin addict, and my life is much better because of my clean time.
Awesome.
Well, that's great. So it sounds like she's in a good place.
Yeah, she sounds like she's post-contemplative.
Yeah. Of course, I haven't read the rest of the question.
True. Something's coming.
Something's coming. Let's see what you got to say, Hillary. Okay. My counselor says I should stay away from sex.
Oh, my God.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because you've got.
Wow.
Let's see. How do I phrase this? I want to say it in a very PC way. Addiction is addiction, my dear, and whether it's heroin, food, watermelon, coffee, sex, love, or work, addiction is addiction. And early in recovery, at least for me and for everyone that I've known or worked with, it's very hard to disseminate between what is good, what is bad for us. You know, when are we crossing the line between overuse or abuse, or even what a healthy boundary is. And I think that when you're early in recovery, and they say for the first year, and I would agree with that, maybe even a little longer, we're just figuring out who we are. We're figuring out where our boundaries are. Are we codependent? Are we people pleasing? Am I having sex with this person because, A, it's going to lead to a relationship, or B, I just don't want to feel bad for the night. Until we can answer those questions, sex, relationships, unless you're already in a relationship, which is complicated in its own way, and we won't go into that.
Yeah, I'm guessing Hillary is not in a currently in a relationship, so I think that, that's
friends with benefits kind of a thing.
Kind of, yeah. So, which is like this, like you're saying, this huge boundary, issue that, wow, because I think
we attach ourselves to things as addicts. And it becomes, oh, that felt great.
Well, it's really hard because, really we're a social species. We really like to be around other people, and it's kind of, we're sort of hardwired for this. And to say, part of that relating to people just can't happen for the first, say year in recovery, that's a really hard pill to swallow for quite a few people.
Well, especially if you're used to relating to people in an overly intimate way. Because no doubt she's in recovery. She's surrounded by tons of people. But if she's somewhat dysfunctional intimately.
Now, let's maybe take a look at the why question, because that's I think she was sort of
right.
Say why are are people like your sponsor being such weenies about all of this? Can't
so
they just
clinical
lighten up? Well, it really boils down to this, that, the most important thing for you right now is your recovery and protecting that, just, everything you can do to protect that. And, getting into relationships, particularly, kind of early on, and this whole process of figuring out a different way of coping, dealing with stress, whatever, they're 99.99% of relationships are going to have a messy element to them. I mean, it's just how things are. Particularly the more intimate you get, the more likely you're going to have some sort of friction, some sort of stress, discomfort, and those are precisely the things that will trigger people to relapse. So it's a protecting recovery type of thing. And it's almost, Hillary, I'm almost hearing you saying, well, not this relationship, this is perfect. That's how it all starts. However, if, like virtually, everybody, you get into this intimate relationship, and I don't see how you can have physical intimacy without some degree of emotional intimacy as well.
I agree.
The friends with benefits is just,
a funny phrase from the 70s.
Yeah, it's just, it should be, I don't know what it should. It doesn't make any sense to me. So you're going to end up with this emotional intensity, and it's not going to all be positive. Uh, I mean, it doesn't mean that these things aren't bad, and certainly once you get a bit more time in recovery, a bit more grounded, get your foundation and resources set up, I think that's going to be fun. But the triggering, the emotional upset that is, almost 100% likely to occur, is going to be really, really difficult to work through that without a relapse. And I think that's what your sponsors really, thinking about. It's not just, AA or NA. It's just a bunch of people, trying to be puritanical about things.
Right, holding her down.
Holding her down.
She's being held down. No, I agree. I think that it's sort of the delayed gratification thing too. We want what we want. We're addicts. We like feeling good. We do what we want to do, and we've lived our lives that way. And in recovery, it's sort of a time where we can say, it's good to say, okay, I've run my life to this point. Maybe it's time to pay some attention to people who might know something. And if they're saying it's a bad idea, then I would probably say that they're professionals or they're a sponsor who has significant clean time. Probably somebody to listen to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can always, when you have clean time, like you said, if you've got a year, 2 years in, you do what you want. You have a recovery program. You have control over your life.
Yeah. I mean, the other option, Hillary, is just do the experiment, see how it goes, and then the next time round you can listen to your sponsor.
Right. That's what they say in AA, right? You don't have to work the steps this time. You can do that next time when you come back. We're so good at this. That's why we have our own show.
All right, Hillary, I hope we answered your question.
Yes, I agree. I hope we did too. Good luck.
All right, so I'm Doc.
And I'm Rock.
And we'll come back at you with yet another question.
Yep. See ya.